Many people do believe in extraterrestrial life, even though it might seem that the only contact we've had with aliens from another planet is ones in the movies. To understand how big the universe really is to also understand that it seems very unlikely that we're the only life that exists out there. Despite this belief, there is very little evidence of aliens or any extraterrestrial life. Still, there are some other unexplained things that have happened that could very well be proof of aliens. And if anyone has the proof, it would be NASA. But if NASA really had hard evidence of aliens, would they share this information with us? It seems like NASA has the best capability of capturing aliens, and with the help of some people out there, we snuck off with some evidence that might just prove these 5 aliens captured on camera by NASA. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With that being said, let's begin. Number 5. Alien shadow on the moon. The moon might seem like a good place for aliens to hide if they wanted to spy on the Earth. It's close to Earth and there's always a dark side because it's tidally locked to the Earth. With that said, has NASA actually captured an alien and its shadow on the moon? Many of you might not know this, but there's an application called Google Moon, which collects millions of NASA images that are made public. Google Moon is pretty cool because you can bring up the images and look anywhere that you want on the surface of the moon. Of course, some UFO hunters out there have to start investigating and looking around to make sure that NASA isn't hiding something. Well, it turns out that NASA might have missed something, and on one photo you can see what looks to be some kind of humanoid figure walking away from a crater and towards another. But here's the thing that kick-started a conspiracy theory about the image. Once people started finding this mysterious image of some weird-looking alien creature, it disappeared. Using Google Moon and comparing the mapping versus the strange NASA photo of the same spot, it does appear that the figure is there in one moment and then disappears the very next, as if someone realizes they forgot to cover up something. Or maybe that the creature really did exist in that location, but was not there after the fact that it had been sighted. Is this a snapshot of some alien walking around and taking a stroll on the moon? It really is hard to say for sure. As far as the photograph, expert sources say that the photograph is not altered in any way or photoshopped. In the NASA photo, the alien is there, but in the Google photo, it's gone. That by itself is pretty creepy and has to be evidence that there was something there that caused the shadow. It does resemble a giant man, or even a statue of a giant man with its legs apart and perhaps even thousands of feet high. If it was an alien, it would be of epic proportions. But if it's not an alien, then what was it that was captured in the NASA photo? Let us know what you think in the comments. Number 4. Woman-like figure on Mars. NASA's Curiosity rover's been on the surface of Mars since August 6, 2012, doing its thing and roaming around the Martian wasteland. The $2.5 billion car-sized rover was designed and built to explore the Gale crater. Some of the images have turned up pretty much exactly what we expected: barren, desert-looking desert wasteland. However, some photos have gathered a lot of attention. One particular photo that caught the eye of viewers looks as though there's a woman cloaked facing the Curiosity rover and perhaps potentially watching the rover's every movement. A favorite UFO hunter of top 5, for reasons we won't explain, is Scott Waring of UFO Sightings Daily, who says that this is obviously the figure of a woman because, and we quote, "The woman seems to have breasts, indicated by the shadow on its chest. We also see 2 arms that are lighter in color and what looks like a head with long hair." Scott isn't claiming the woman is alive or if she is some statue. Well, as they say, the truth is out there. Or maybe not. Some people that have seen the photo say that maybe the dark figure is some kind of cloaked ghost Martian woman, perhaps like the ghost in the game StarCraft. Other people say that it could be a statue left over from a once great Martian society. And of course, you've got your naysayers who say that it's just a piece of dirt or a good-looking rock. Upon closer inspection of the photo, it really does appear that there's some kind of figure which is standing on top of a rock, and it almost seems like the figure is translucent, like a ghost, as you can see right through the woman. Statue, ghost, whatever it is. The dark figure has now gotten the nickname Dark Lady from social media sites, and many are still trying to determine what it is. Is this an actual Martian who's cloaked and watching the Curiosity rover as it snaps video and photo images of the surface of the red planet? Elon Musk wants to send humans to Mars in 2024. If this happens, maybe we will finally figure out exactly what the Dark Lady really is. Number 3. Moving object on Mars. As we said in the previous sighting, Curiosity is still on the Martian surface, snapping up photos and drilling for samples as we try to learn as much as we can about the Martian planet before setting off ourselves to go there. When the rover does snap a photo of something, it takes the image anywhere from 4 minutes to 24 minutes to get beamed back to Earth, depending on how far away the red planet is. On June 7th, 2018, the NASA Space Agency released a new batch of photos which were taken by the number 5 looking robot probe Curiosity. NASA at the time was claiming that their rover had found organic compounds and methane gas on the surface of the planet. This was a really big thing, but it was not the only thing that Curiosity seemed to have found during that release of photos. Some of you might be familiar with Tyler Glockner, who's a researcher who runs the YouTube channel Secure Team 10. He claims that he has spotted undeniable proof of alien life on Mars. To make his point, Tyler put together a series of images in a video that shows some kind of weird object, like a small cloud of mist or white dust. When the two images are put together, they seem to show something moving across the surface. Some people immediately thought that it must be a lens flare or a problem with the camera. However, the object appears to have a shadow, which rules out that possibility. Some conspiracy theorists say that it's an animal of some kind moving around on the planet and was caught running past the rover. A commenter watching the video pointed out the possibility that maybe someone else is exploring Mars at the same time we are, and it was this unidentified thing, like some special cloaked rover or humanoid figure that was captured by Curiosity. Someone else said there is definitely something alive on Mars. Another viewer said that he believes that Mars used to have everything that we have now, but perhaps something happened that destroyed everything. Those survivors ended up being evacuated to Earth to start all over again. That's some pretty imaginative thinking. Number 2. Mysterious alien cylinder. If you're NASA, everything that you do is going to be watched over by the conspiracy theorists and the UFO hunters. So anytime there's a mysterious photograph or some weird unexplained video, you better know that these guys are gonna get a hold of it and they're gonna uncover whatever it is that they're hiding. That is, if they're hiding something from us. Take for instance the video which was recorded aboard the International Space Station. NASA usually runs a live feed from the International Space Station on a regular schedule, and on April 20th, 2017, NASA's live feed from the ISS captured a mysterious object which the UFO hunters claim is an alien cylinder. In the short piece of footage, a cylinder-like object comes into view in the black space which is behind the station. Of course, there were space fans who were watching the video at the time of the strange sighting of the object. Some UFO experts said that this cylinder was partially transparent and may have been cloaked to keep the craft safe so that it couldn't be seen. But this isn't the first time that an unidentified object has been spotted from the International Space Station live feed without explanation. In February of 2017, 6 large orb-like objects were caught creeping past the International Space Station in some NASA footage. In this creepy-looking video, these 6 unidentified objects are seen moving through space and in the footage coming from the right and moving to the left. However, it appears that the moment after they were seen, the conspiracy theorists claimed that NASA then cut the live feed. A lot of strange things have been happening on the International Space Station, and the year before it was suggested that there was a nervous astronaut telling ground control that he spotted a strange red-colored UFO on the live NASA feed. Those who have seen the footage claim he said the word gospel, in which ground control replied, "We pray for you." Well, if NASA does have some secret language based on the Bible, they could be hiding anything. In a strange video, there appears to be some glowing white object floating around. As the camera zooms in, the object disappears. Number 1. Bright spots on Ceres. It's not known if there's life or not on other planets in our own solar system. It's a bit hard to get onto the surface of some of these planets and have a look around. However, in December of 2017, NASA's Dawn spacecraft picked up some strange glowing lights on the dwarf planet Ceres. In case you don't know where Ceres is, it's the largest object in the asteroid belt that lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. The spacecraft ended up taking some really good, clear photos of the clusters of light. The lights were found inside the center of a crater, which is about 55 miles wide. Even though these photographs are some of the best photographs ever taken of the asteroid, there's still not an explanation for the alien lights phenomenon. There's also some video of some strange white spots which can be seen in various places. Some UFO researchers believe that these are alien structures. The Dawn spacecraft was supposed to get closer to the surface of Ceres, but it's not known if the riddle of the alien lights was solved. It could be that these bright lights are some reflection of water, mineral deposits such as salt, or even ice crystals. But it is likely that even those explanations won't satisfy the UFO hunters who claim that NASA likes to cover up things. If you think you have an idea of what those bright alien lights could be, let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video, Top 5ers. If you haven't already, check out our other channel, Americano, to enjoy even more amazing list videos. There'll be a link in the description, so check it out, as well as our other cool stuff